Hello YouTube, once again. We're gonna start off with our football segment of this channel. Give y'all our take on last week's performances and the stats and what exactly we think. So, first game, let's start off. What was it?
Okay, San Francisco versus St. Louis.
All you need to know is Gore got off. The St. Louis Rams suck. They have no running game.
Yeah.
They're gonna pick in the first top 5. They suck.
Yeah, and
let's move on. There's nothing to talk about.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, Baltimore versus Buffalo. This was a good game.
Well, you can't read, bitch. You holding the paper up to your face.
Yes, your handwriting is atrocious.
Wow.
The game was 20-23.
Flacco threw 5 interceptions.
Yes.
They're a horrible excuse for a Super Bowl winning time.
There was no running game whatsoever for the Baltimore Ravens.
And don't get confused. Buffalo, they're average still.
It's gonna take them a while.
They're not going to the playoffs.
They're not going to the playoffs, but I think.
Let me finish my damn sentence.
It's not that important.
It is important.
No, it's
all
not.
you Buffalo fans, go get your hops up, okay? Next.
Wait, we got to talk about how their running game was very good.
What running game? Buffalo had a good running game. Next.
Okay, Cincinnati versus Cleveland.
I'm so pissed off with AJ Green. He's on our fantasy team.
Yes, he lost.
He fucking sucked. Joe Hayden is a boss, though. He's a son. What else about that guy? Jordan Cameron, breakout star.
Yes, we got him for our fantasy league. We picked him up off waivers, and he's been nothing but a star.
Yeah, he starts over Vernon Davis. But matter of fact, we getting ready to trade Vernon Davis for Denard Robinson.
What?
Yes, we are. Nice.
Okay, Chicago versus Detroit. This was a very good game, but Jay Cutler interception problem.
Let me tell y'all something. Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing this week. That's our starting quarterback. We had to play Matt Stafford as a backup. And our starting defense is the Bears. And they both sucked. Yes. The Bears had less points than the Ravens defense.
Yes. They did terrible.
We just didn't have a really good whack.
And Matt Stafford was very average, and Reggie Bush got off.
Reggie Bush was a good pickup this year.
He's nothing but a star for them this year.
They're going to the playoffs. They might go to the NFC Championship.
They are gonna score so many points throughout the.
They'll give Seattle a run for their money.
Yes.
Knox.
Okay. Talking about Seattle, that's the next game we're gonna talk about. Seattle versus Houston. 23-20. This was a very interesting game.
Houston should have won that fucking game. Matt Schaub fucked it up for them.
Yes.
2 interceptions led to 2 scores.
And this is constant with Matt Schaub. He's just not a winner.
They ran the ball great. I mean, what more can you ask against that 20-3 in the fourth? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they're not doing well. Johnson got off. He's having a very good year.
Yeah, he's having a comeback year. He's doing better than Megatron. Shot.
Yeah, and both running backs for each team did very well.
Yeah.
Very, very well.
Okay, Knox.
Okay. Let's see. Indy versus Jacksonville. This shouldn't even...
Knox!
Sorry,
37-3. The Jacksonville Jaguars, unless they move to LA or Brooklyn, they're not going to have a fan base pretty soon.
And Richardson has been average, and it's just telling you that
the Cleveland Browns don't miss him at all.
And one thing we didn't talk about Cleveland is their new quarterback, who I think is going to start when Brandon Weeden comes back.
We did talk about Brandon Hoyer. Or Brian, whatever the fuck, bitch Hoyer, whatever that B stands for.
No, we didn't, but
yes,
whatever.
Did we talk? Oh, y'all can't speak back.
Well, all right, let's see. Receivers for Indy got off. They all did very well, not all, but the main ones did pretty well. For the next game, we have Pittsburgh versus Minnesota. This is
Le'Veon Bell came back, which I didn't know. He got 2 touchdowns. AP, he's back to himself might maybe get to 2,000 yards if he got to get like 200 yards a game. But
Yes, it's
the Pittsburgh defense sucks.
yes they have
0-4. Come on now.
been terrible. They've been very bad.
Wait a second. Where did the Giants game go? You didn't even write it down.
Okay, well we're gonna talk about the Giants game for now.
Oh yeah, everybody. He's a Giants fan.
Listen,
Hey,
let's wait till we talk about his team.
y'all don't need to know what my time is.
But the Giants have been very bad this year. They have no running game and no offensive line.
It's the offensive line that the Giants suck so much.
Eli Manning has gotten sacked 14 times this
Victor
season.
Cruz is going to request a trade because he don't like Tom Coughlin.
No, he got him a Super Bowl.
A team that, seriously, I could see him going to the Philadelphia Eagles, really.
Well, you guys don't know what team he likes now.
I don't-
He'll be saying this a lot.
I like
that
the
every good
Broncos.
player should go to the Philadelphia.
I like the
Eagles.
Broncos.
We've already
Man,
seen,
hurry up, bitch. This video taking too long, man.
We've already
No.
seen how the Eagles do when they get every good player in the league.
We're not even going to talk about that game. Obviously, Denver can't be stopped. They're going to go undefeated, most likely. The only team I could see beating them is Seattle.
Well, let's go on to the next game. This is a very boring game. It won't take very long. Arizona versus the Bucks, 13.
Why did they sit Josh Freeman? What has their rookie done, or whoever that dude was?
Exactly.
Darrell
only
Revis got an interception.
QBs were average and no running game whatsoever for any of these running backs.
It was a boring football game. Nobody tuned into it.
Exactly. League low in views.
Knox.
You're not gonna like this one either. New York Jets versus Tennessee Titans. Jets got 13 and Titans got a surprising 38. Jake Locker got off 3 touchdowns but got injured.
My take on this game is that Tennessee they might get to the playoffs. They really might get to the playoffs. It's a wild card time or something.
Yeah,
They have a really good defense. I said that wrong. They have a really good offense.
They should be talented, but if they're going to be any threat in the playoffs, CJ2K needs to get off.
Yeah, he sucks. 1.4 yards to carry, y'all. 1.4 yards.
That is-
Knox. I don't
Whoa,
even
we got to talk about Nate Washington. He did very well.
Oh, yeah, he was the highest fantasy point receiver this week.
Yes, he is very talented.
Which we're going to get to a fantasy video, too. Give y'all our take on who. But that's later. Knox.
Yes. Okay, very interesting game. Washington versus Oakland.
Interesting.
Yes, because Washington came
Those are
back.
the 2 worst teams.
Washington came back, and they showed that they have a very good defense. Well, against
When
Oakland.
RG3 doesn't throw 300 yards, they win. They're undefeated when he doesn't throw for 300 yards. And the Raiders suck.
Well,
They should have beat them.
The main reason is because they controlled the
Yeah,
the
they
time
ran the
possession
football.
with their running backs, and we think Roy Halou is talented, even though he's a
Fuck you
backup.
mean we?
I think
If he started, he would be nice, but it's his fault he lost the
he
job.
has started in the past.
Well, he doesn't anymore, bitch.
Whatever. Fuck you, man.
Get Knox.
Okay, Dallas versus the Chargers. We hate Dallas.
Obviously.
We actually did write Dick for
Yeah.
Dallas.
They drew a big dick in their mouths.
Yeah.
We drew every last player, especially Tony Romo, put a big dock in his mouth.
Yes, he sucks.
But the Chargers, if Peyton Manning wasn't alive,
Mm-hmm.
everybody would be talking about Phillip Rivers right now. Nobody's paying attention to how he's getting off this year. I think
Preach.
either 2 or 3 games he's thrown for 400 yards.
Yes, and
And Mike McCoy, that was the best offseason pickup. Besides all the players and shit, that was the shit.
yes, and I think they have a talented defense. It's young, and it's gonna get pretty good.
They gave up 30 points to the Eagles. Well, I mean, I know the Eagles are the best
But
offense
the Eagles
in
got a
line.
really good offense.
It doesn't matter.
They're young
They could-
and inexperienced. They're gonna do fine in the future.
No, their defense sucks. Their offense
Well,
is
fuck
good.
you.
They gave up 20.
It-
Look at what
whatever,
they gave up.
Antonio
It's right on the
Gates
shots.
got off. Antonio Gates got off, and whatchamacallit? What does that say? What was that? Who else got off?
I don't know. Danny Woodhead.
Danny Woodhead, yes.
Danny Woodhead.
He has been a decent pickup for.
Yeah, he's their white Darren Sproles.
Well,
I wouldn't suggest. Well, we'll talk about fantasy later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, New England versus.
Knox.
No, this is a very important game. We need to talk about.
Why?
This. Two very good teams went against each other.
Listen, all you people that has been saying Atlanta is a good team. To me, I don't care how many good years they had in a row. They're a fluke team.
They just don't get it done in the playoffs, and they're especially not going to get it done with their red zone problem.
Your defense is weak, and yeah, like he just said, they can't score in the red zone. They needed Steven Jackson, and now they fucked him up.
Exactly, and both QBs had a very good game, especially
which
Matt
just
Ryan.
shows you how weak the Atlanta defense is.
Yes,
Because Tom Brady ain't got no fucking weapons. Just imagine if he had his weapons from last year. Oh my goodness, that'd be 600 yards right there.
Yep, and New England's running backs did very well.
Yeah, they starting to run the ball now. They're preparing for dinner.
Exactly.
I said dinner. Dinner.
Denver.
Knox.
Bad defense overall.
I
but
said not. I already said the Dolphins sucks.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, no, Atlanta got a good. New England got a good offense to me.
Okay, yes, their linebackers are like very talented. Okay, Monday Night Football game. This was the first time in 15 years that two undefeated teams went against each other in Monday Night Football, and it wasn't as exciting as everybody made it.
It was
seem.
exciting in the first half.
Well,
and we played. I'm not even gonna say it. That's embarrassing. It's your fault.
Well, and there's one thing we got to talk about besides Drew Brees getting off like usual. The New Orleans running backs are terrible.
Yeah, they
no
played
talent.
somebody. Was it K. Robinson? They didn't even play Ingram run Ingram and Pierre Thomas. They don't know how to use their running back. It pisses me off that Sean Payton is such an offensive mind. They don't use his running backs.
Well,
except Darren Sproles.
Yeah, Darren
They need to
Sproles-
start him.
Yes. Well, I think he did start, but they just use him more as a receiving running back. But if they need to go through that, then they should get more receiving running backs. Don't try to make a running back that isn't what you want. And, yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, so that's our review of the games this week. We're going to be doing this every week. We're going to be doing this every week, so got y'all to it. When you want to learn about the games and maybe let's just say you don't have cable TV. This is your new sports center, bitch.
Exactly.
So,
but if they have the internet, I think they would have cable TV. That's like a bundle.
Shut the fuck up.
You didn't have to be that rude.
Look, I'll say what the fuck I want. The video is over now,
Just shut off the video.
It's probably a time out of video.